everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Chrissy J with another video. Like I said in my previous video, this one is going to be potato salad. So this potato salad is really simple, only a couple ingredients, but it tastes really good. And let me say, I'm going to show you the ingredients right now, but I know you guys are probably going to think, oh, that's weird. It actually tastes really good, and this is going to be a great addition to your holiday dinners. So let's get started. Today with the potato salad, you're going to need, of course, potatoes, eggs, celery, pickles, mustard, and mayonnaise. And then, of course, salt and pepper, but that's all I season it with is salt and pepper. So let's go ahead and get started with. So what you're going to do first is get you a pot with some water in it, and this is to boil the eggs. So I'm making kind of a lot, using a 5-pound bag of potatoes. So I'm going to boil about 7 to 8 eggs. So I put about 8 eggs in the pot and boil it. And if you've never boiled eggs before, you just put them in some water, put them on the stove, and boil it for about 20 minutes. So the eggs will start to crack, and that's when you know they're done. Boiling a lot of eggs, I like to take one out and just peel it, cut it open, make sure that the yolk inside is fully cooked before I peel all the rest of them. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the potatoes. You can peel the skin off. I use yellow potatoes. They're just easier. They get soft quicker, and these are personally my favorite. You can peel the skin. I don't peel the skin because my brother likes the skin, so I don't. So what I'm gonna do is just cut the potatoes using my little tiny cutting boards. They're so cute. Basically just cut each potato into 4 slices like this, about this big, just so that they can boil faster. You're gonna get you a big pot, a huge pot, so that way you can put all the potatoes in there and they can boil at the same time, so that way you don't have to be boiling in multiple pots. Like I had said before, this isn't a recipe that I learned from anyone specifically. I kind of just wanted to learn how to make potato salad one day, and I was looking around for different recipes, added and took away things from other people's ingredients and recipes, and this is just what worked best for me. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and rinse out all your potatoes. See, I basically filled up the pot, well, almost near. I'm making, like I said, a lot. Of course, today's Thanksgiving, but if you want to make this home, like for just a family dinner, of course, use less. But what you're going to do now is you're going to rinse this out. I rinse out my potatoes, wash them out, and fill it up with water. Now your pot is filled with water. You're going to go ahead and put it on the stove on high. And this is going to take a while, depending on how much you make, of course. That's why I said this recipe takes a little bit longer than usual my 10, 15, 20-minute recipes. So I don't put any seasoning as far as like just salt and pepper. I don't season it with anything else. Sometimes I will add cayenne pepper to it, but that's just when I make it personally for me and my husband. You can obviously add that if you want to this recipe. It tastes good either way. But today I'm just going to season it with salt and pepper because my whole family's eating it, and a lot of them do not like spicy things. And I know everybody's going to be like, but cayenne is not even spicy. But some Puerto Ricans do not like any type of spice, and my mother is one of them. Even too much pepper will get her like, it's spicy. So we just exclude that for today. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up the celery. I'm going to add these in there. I'm going to cut them up first and then rinse them out. It has a lot of dirt on it. That's why I cut them up into little pieces and rinse them out thoroughly. Cut off the bottom of each stem and the very top. For me, to make it easier, I cut it straight down the middle here, and then I chop it in pieces this way, just so that they're big enough. If somebody doesn't like celery, they can take it out, and that they're small enough that, of course, they're not big chunks. After I get them all chopped up, I'm going to throw them in a little container like this, rinse them out, and add water just so they don't get all gross in the meantime. Now that I have the celery, I'm going to go ahead and rinse it out. I do rinse this out like 5-6 times because, like I said, there's dirt on the celery sticks. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse them out now. So I left it in a little bit of cold water just so they won't get dried out while we wait for the potatoes to finish and the eggs. It's going to be the same thing with the pickles. I'm going to go ahead and cut it straight down the middle here and then chop it in pieces that are about medium size, so that they're not too big that you're getting a mouthful of pickle, and they're not too small that somebody didn't like pickles, they can pick them out. And yes, let me say this before, I know that potato salad is supposed to have olives, so you can use black olives. So when I make it for just me and my husband, I put black olives because my husband likes them. But some of my family members do not like olives, so I don't put them in on special occasions such as today, Thanksgiving, Christmas, any holiday or family event. I just don't add them. Sometimes I do grab a little pote and take it with me just so it can be on the side. That way if they do want olives, they can grab it. To make it easier, I just don't add the olives. But yes, the potato salad is supposed to have black olives in it. Now the pickles, I don't add too many ever. Like, I'm making a large amount today, but I'm still only gonna add in about 3 or 4 pickles, just because you don't want pickles, of course they're sour, you don't want a bunch of sour in there. So before you start freaking out, I know it's kind of weird, but let me just give you an example. My niece absolutely hates mustard. Like, she will literally not eat anything if it has mustard in it. She thinks it's disgusting. And we've tried having her taste it, and she's just like, no, it's not happening. She eats this potato salad. She's actually asked me to make it for her specifically on like certain days. She's craving it and she wants it. You cannot taste the mustard. When I say you can't taste the mustard, I mean you can taste some type of flavor in there, but you cannot taste the taste of mustard, if that makes sense. The pickles I love to use are Vlasic pickles. These are the best ones. I eat these all the time. So here are about the size of the pickles you want to cut, just because this is like a good size. Just because, like I said, if they don't particularly like pickles, they can pick them out. Of course, you're not getting a full mouth of pickles. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean up the mess. And then once the potatoes are done and the eggs, I'll go ahead and jump back on here. I will say that the potatoes, I know a lot of people are going to have their opinion in my comments because they have chunks. So potato salad has chunks of potato. My salad, I don't like the chunks. There is some chunks in there, but it's mostly smooth. I know, don't come for me. But I'm telling you, it's gonna taste great. Just trust me, Have I strayed you wrong yet? No. I'm gonna wait until they're basically really soft. For you guys can go ahead and leave them until they're about soft, but still kind of hard. They're not falling apart, but they're still soft. And I'm gonna wait for the eggs to, of course, be boiled, and then I'll come back on and show you guys mixing and adding the mustard and the mayonnaise. I went ahead and drained all the water, put them in my big bowl, my favorite one. I think we should have a name for her because she is the one. Put your comments down below on to name my bowl. I'm gonna take the masher and just mash them up. So I'm just gonna use my big spoon and mix it around, loosen it up a little bit. Here's what it looks like. Big old bowl. While it's cooling down, I'm gonna go ahead and add my pickles and my celery. Here's what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and add all these ingredients together. For this big bowl, I'm gonna use quite a bit of mayonnaise. You can go ahead and use as much until you see, like I said, I don't measure and I hate it. I need to start measuring stuff so I can help you guys more, but I don't really measure. I just kind of like put a couple spoons in at a time until it's kind of creamy. About that much just to see, start off, you know. So I had to switch to my larger metal spoon instead of my plastic one because I just couldn't mix it. So that, of course, that wasn't enough mayonnaise. I'm gonna add a couple more spoons, maybe like 1.5. I know it seems like a lot of mayonnaise right now, but like I said, I'm making a very large bowl and it's full to the top. So of course, if you're making a little bit less, you know, just put in little spoons at a time just to get to see how much you really need. I'm gonna show you what it should look like before the mustard. You guys can see, I know it looks a little weird right now, but just give me a minute. Now we're gonna add the mustard. So like I said, if you're kind of scared about the whole mustard thing, you're not gonna drown it in mustard. You're just gonna put it so it gets a little bit of yellow color. And it's just a little added flavor. It's not gonna be nasty. Unless you put too much, then that's on you. Literally all I do, sorry my camera, I had to move it. All I do is literally squirt it in the top. I'll show you what it looks like. Don't freak out, guys, don't freak out. If you wanna make a little tiny pot and taste it, trust me, it works. So see how I just squirted on the top? I'm not drowning it in mustard. And then we're gonna mix it together and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is what it should look like all mixed together with the mustard. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my eggs and I already peeled them. They're hard boiled. I'm just gonna smash them real quick, couple little pieces. Now you can cut these up real pretty and nice. I don't, I just smash it up like this and add it in there. Now just add salt and pepper and you're all done. Go ahead and sprinkle it on top. Just like that. Salt, you can always add more and you can never take it away. So just add a little bit. If they need more salt, they can add it themselves. And here's the pepper. I had a lot of pepper. But, and then you mix that together. And that is it. That is all done. Here you go. It's amazing. It tastes great. I could literally eat this every day. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your support. Like I always say at the end of the video, thank you so very much. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell button so that you can get notified every time I upload a new video. Also, like we always do, drop down your suggestions in the comments, and we'll go ahead and do that in our next video. After this Thanksgiving week, of course, we are going to start doing our comment of the week. With your suggestion, you can be in our video. So go ahead and do that, and I hope you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving. Eat lots and lots of food. Try different recipes from different creators, and enjoy your time with your family. I just want to say sometimes we lose family and they're not here. And even though it is very sad, it happens in life. That is why I suggest you guys take this time, these holidays, and spend as much time as you can with your family and your friends and your loved ones. So thank you again. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you next time.